There was a skinny and forlorn cat that sat by the corner, his eyes filled with a sadness that seemed to pierce the hearts of all who passed him by. Residents would often stop and take pity on the little creature, offering bags of food and crusts of bread, hoping to alleviate his suffering. But no one dared to do more than that. No one dared to take him in. The cat's fragile figure seemed to epitomize the harshness of the world he had endured, and his mournful eyes told stories of a life filled with abandonment and sorrow. Among those who passed by the cat daily, there was a woman named Cindy. One evening, Cindy made a decision that would change both her life and the cat's. She couldn't stand the thought of leaving the poor creature alone in the cold any longer. She bent down and gently scooped him into her arms. The cat, frail and trembling, offered no resistance. Cindy named him Tim. At Cindy's home, Tim found warmth, shelter, and, most importantly, love. He turned out to be a young cat, only about a year and a half old, and he possessed a remarkably calm and gentle nature. Tim was unlike any of Cindy's other charges. He didn't impose himself on others, never showed aggression, and never held any resentment for the hardships he had endured. Instead, he exuded an aura of extreme tranquility. What Tim loved most was sitting in Cindy's arms, purring affectionately as she stroked his soft fur. With time, Tim began to regain his strength and fill out. He was no longer the emaciated, sad cat that had sat on the street corner. He napped in cozy corners, basked in the sunlight that streamed through the windows, and savored every meal Cindy lovingly prepared for him. Cindy knew that the time had come for Tim to find a forever home where he could be the center of attention, cherished as he deserved to be. Tim's transformation was nothing short of miraculous. He had fluffed up, become more self-assured, and carried an air of contentment. Cindy placed an ad in the local newspaper, hoping to attract the attention of a family that would understand and appreciate Tim's gentle soul. One day, a couple arrived at Cindy's doorstep. Their faces were filled with kindness and compassion. They knelt down and met Tim, who greeted them with a serene look in his eyes. Tim had found his forever home with people who saw the beauty in his peaceful soul, and he would never be alone and abandoned again.